did you ever feel at any point in time with your YouTube journey that you wanted to take a break or maybe pivot into something else because you weren't getting the reception that you necessarily wanted? Or was YouTube always kind of like a journey where you're getting your experience, you're fine if you have videos that go like this? Because what it looks like now is that you're doing pretty well and you have a great cast around you, so you're always enjoying the content you're making, but maybe there were difficulties throughout that.
Yeah, so definitely, because Attack on Titan was huge, and BNHA obviously is even somehow huger. But between BNHA and Attack on Titan, there wasn't a huge, I guess Attack on Titan like Undertale. And then after that, even though there's popular things, like just the video, I tried to do Voltron videos, which I thought would have done well, but like just people weren't really into that kind of cosplay. So the videos kind of, which like I wasn't like super upset by. I was like YouTube, I love doing YouTube, but it's definitely like a hobby for me. Like I love filmmaking, and I definitely use it as a way to work and do my like film ideas and share my film ideas with other people. And I had just entered college at that point, so I already had my plate filled. So you know, like I wasn't too upset by it. But yeah, there was like a point in there where I was like, okay, maybe I'm gonna like kind of back off doing YouTube. The content's not getting it so much. And then and then BNHA blew up.
Well, I'm happy to see that you stuck out with it, because when I came across your not only cosplay but your YouTube content, like I really appreciate content creators regardless of what they do, regardless of how much I like a show or not. And it's really amazing to see the kind of content you and your friends have made. So it's great. And I think it's also a lesson for anyone. Do YouTube because you love it, and you'll get something out of it. Maybe it's not numbers, maybe it's not recognition, but you will get something out of it.
Oh yeah, I learned so much. Oh, and I think YouTube's gotten like either YouTube's gotten a lot nicer or my skin's gotten a lot thicker, because back in the day, oh my god, people were so mean.
Really?
So I think oh my god, 2000 like 16 YouTube. Yeah, not fun times. I mean, like it was fine. I think I grew a lot. Like I now like a lot of things don't bother me, like with comments on the internet. But it definitely was rough sometimes.
Do you mind elaborating on the kind of comments that you would get? I feel like the only people that would really gravitate towards your content to say negative things are My Hero shippers that maybe don't like the characters on screen, but they still love the series. Otherwise, why would they be watching the content?
Yeah, I mean, like nowadays, like you know, like people hate our content, you know, like. But I feel like almost the numbers have helped, because it's like I get so many comments now. Like I don't care enough or have the emotional like capacity to read every single comment, and it just kind of there's so many. If somebody says something mean, I'm just like, I don't care. You know, when I was younger, sometimes they definitely hurt. But people have gotten way nicer. But I use, you know, I'm like a queer creator. I got called like the F slur good amount of times. It was like, go die, you fucking beep. I'm gonna kill you. I was like, oh great, I'm 16. I love getting that.
That's weird to me. I don't know. Like, I've been on the internet for like my entire life, and I remember when forums and chat rooms used to be real hot spots, but when it comes to content creation and social media, it just seemed to go in a different direction, and I'm not sure like what the hell it is. I don't know if it's because the Twitter mentality has seeped into other social media platforms, but there are some people that will say the weirdest things. Like, even with my channel, I have a very small, relatively new channel, and I've had some people that will like, they have a problem with one of my guests from Instagram, and they'll seek out their content, and I'll see like a comment on a tweet with that guest, a comment on my YouTube video, and I'm like, who's this a random anonymous YouTube account and like Twitter account that's making fun of me and the guests that I have?
Yeah.
I don't know what the point of all of that is, but
yeah, when people are like, oh, it's like My Hero Academia shippers, where it's like, oh, you ship Deku and Todoroki, like you don't have you're fatherless or something. I'm like, oh wow, that's some nice, that's some cute homophobia you're showing. I'm so glad you guys are so proud. I'm like, I don't care who you ship Deku with. Like, I literally don't care. I don't care if he's with a girl or a guy. It's like it's literally a stupid anime show.
It's a fictional
But
character.
I'm like, if you're that upset about it, one, look at you. They're two like 15-year-old kids. Like if like a queer kid wants to like have them be a couple, I think being that bothered about it says more about you than them. Like I don't get why people like care so much.
That's wild.